Hi guys, Angie Bell's My Fairy Treasures. Okay, so we are going to work in our large artsy junk journal, and that's what I'm going to call these artsy junk journals. So you're going to do, wait, not artsy, I want to say mixed media junk journals. That's the name I came up with. I've been trying to think of a name to call these journals or this type of artwork. So I want to call them mixed media junk journals. So it's being able to mix up your mixed media and your junk journal all in one. So I love mixed media and I love junk journals, and I haven't been able to mesh both together until I watched Robin McClendon. You guys join her channel. She meshes both together so wonderfully, and it's very old world, it's very vintage, old walls, old doors, like all that stuff I love. So it just really helped me put the two together. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to do a layout. And I just want to show you the layout I did before. I think I might have shown this one. Isn't this cool, you guys? This is a mixture of my jelly prints and my staining my paper. And then a whole bunch of like stamps that I made. And these are actually stickers, but they're vintagey looking. So it's a whole mishmash of stuff that I absolutely love. Now, these are two layouts, which I love the way they are, so I'm leaving them. But the next one we're going to do, we're going to actually add some tags, we're going to add some tags, we're going to add some flips and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go over to here. And this was a sketchbook. You can use, I like to alter books. Like I like to use sketchbooks, and it was sewn in. I like to use sketchbooks, and I like to use regular books. The big thing when you use a regular book, though, I like to use ones that actually are sewn. Those are actually more, just a lot more stable. But if you can't find one that's not sewn, don't worry about it. The other thing is, the ones that are sewn, you can't use all the pages. So you want to go to the middle of the, what is it called? I always forget this word. Oh, I hate when I do that. Oh, always on a video too. Your pages are always like little booklets when they're sewn together, like little booklets, and then they sew those little booklets together, and those little booklets, and I'm not saying the word right. Maybe the word will hit me. So go find the middle of that little booklet, okay? And the middle of this one is right here. So whether you're using a sketchbook or you're using a regular signatures, there's the word. I knew it would hit me. When you have a book that's sewn, it has signatures, and they're like little booklets. So go to the middle of that little booklet or that signature, and you'll be able to pop pages out just like this. And they'll come out together. Just a second. Maybe I'm not in the middle of that one. Where's the middle of this one? Well, you know what the problem is here's the middle of this one. I've already been taking pages out, but here's the middle of this one. Then you could pop this one out like this. So go to the middle of each signature, and you'll pop out maybe like 3 or 4 pages. Then go to the next signature, pop out 3 or 4 pages. If you're using a regular book, maybe, you know, go 10 pages and take out 5 or 6 pages. Maybe 6 pages. Then go another 10 pages, take out another 6 pages. Kind of work it out for yourself, depending on, you know, how big or thick the book is. Okay. So sorry that was a haphazard way of explaining it. I'm just trying to see if I'm looking for another signature. Okay, here we go. Here's the middle of a signature. And the reason you know it's the middle of a signature is because you're able to pull pages out just like this. And when you pull them out, they actually, see, are still together. Save these because you can use these for flips. You can also copy stain it. So we're going to take out, because I haven't done this whole book yet. So let me see where we're at. Yeah, we'll take out another one. We'll take out 3 of them. And we might take out 1 more. Yeah, we're going to take out 4. Okay, this one's not coming out so easily. But anyway, we took out 4. Actually, I took out a little bit more than that. No, I took out 4. Okay, so we took out 1, 2, 3, 4, and really we took out 8 pages because together this broke apart. That would have been 8 pages. Okay, I just want to explain how to prepare a book to be able to alter a book to do this kind of work. Okay, but I didn't want to take all day to explain it. Okay, so we're going to do a layout. So I have several things here. Let me just show you what I have quickly. I have paper that I have used Tim Holtz Distress Oxides, his regular inks, his spray inks, his distress inks, and his oxides. So all those. Okay, so that's what I've done with all this paper here. And this is actually going to be a flip. We're going to attach this with a hinge. Okay, we're not going to redo this because I love the way this turned out. This was with Tim Holtz Distress Inks, Oxides. Okay, but we will decorate the other half of the page. Okay, again, these are all just been Tim Holtz Distress Inks and Oxides. Just wanted to show you what we're using. Okay, look how cool these look. If you watched my last video, you saw me doing all this. Now these are all jelly prints, and a lot of my work, if I really like the way it turned out, I'll take a photograph of it. So all these jelly prints I took photographs of, so that I can print these out and reuse them. And then it'll help you feel more comfortable using your jelly prints, and even the stuff you've distressed, because I love this. This looks like an old wall. And all this is a page that I just run my my roller over when I'm jelly printing. And look how it looks like an old wall. And so does this one. Fabulous. And then this is a jelly print. Okay? And this is cool. This is a napkin that I have like a little plate, and I set on it like, I make pour over coffee, so I have a muslin bag full of coffee. I put that on this napkin, and then when I make my chai tea, I put the chai tea bag on there. When I make hibiscus tea, that's what this pinky red color is the hibiscus tea. Isn't that so cool? And this is what happens. This is how you can take like a magenta or a purple or a pink, and you mix it with brown, now it looks vintage. So we're going to be doing some of that kind of stuff too. Okay, so just wanted to show you what we're going to be using to collage with. All right. All right, so let's get started. Let me make sure with my, where is my mirror?
We got 3 big
Oh, just a second, guys. Sorry, that was my iPad. I have a mirror so I can always make sure that I'm in frame, and I can't find the mirror. And there's not that many places it can go. There it is, right in front of me. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. So, like I said, we're not going to do anything to this page, but this will be put on with a hinge. I'll show you how to make hinges. That'll be put on like this, and then that way this will be able to flip like that. So we'll have a flip, okay? But we also need to decorate this side. This side, I love the way it turned out, all distressed. We're going to leave it alone, but we are going to decorate. We are going to decorate this side. It's not really decorating. We're going to collage that side. That's the word I'm looking for. So, loving this. Let's take this jelly print. And I love this jelly print, but I feel really comfortable using it because I took a picture of it, and then I can make prints of it and use it in my work again. I don't do it with everything, but things that I really, really like how they turned out, I do. Okay, so we're just going to rip some things out. And then after we do our collaging, then we'll be putting pockets and flips on this page. Also, I'm gonna introduce using some fabrics in our work, some vintagey laces and doilies and stuff as pockets. So we're gonna be doing some really fun stuff. Okay, you guys, I save little bits like this, like right here, for anything that's kind of cool looking to make our own stamps. You need to save little pieces. So I keep a little cigarette, these little cigarette boxes like this. Isn't that fabulous? A tobacco box. And I don't love smoking or tobacco, but I love a tobacco box or a cigar box. So I have all these little bits in here. So these are going to be great to make our stamps. And they're really cool old world vintagey stamps. So we'll be making those in another video, but just wanted to show you that. Okay, so we have these two pieces here. I need to work with this over on this side over here. And as I add stuff to it, I'll show it to you, but I need to have more room. Oh, I like this. Okay, I'm tearing off the white parts. I'm seeing some things. There we go. And let's tear this off here. Let's tear this off here. I love that tear right there. Okay, so this is our extra, remember our flap. We need to also be collaging that. I'm gonna put this over here. And this other side was really cool too. Look at this coffee staining. Isn't that fabulous? So we don't have to completely cover up all that cool coffee staining. You can kind of leave some of that cool coffee staining. Yeah, so we're going to add that right there. So I'm going to put that to the side. All right. Oh, I love this one too. Isn't that just gorgeous? This was a jelly print done on, deli paper. And deli paper is some of the most awesome stuff to jelly print on, because it just, when you go to glue it, to collage it, it just collages down so nicely. It's almost like a napkin when you lay it down, but it's better. It just has more oomph to it. This is just gorgeous. I just love it. That's how I'm seeing this right now. Almost as a whole page. Okay. This is how I'm seeing things so far. I'm using this, putting this down as a whole page. Look how beautiful that is. Here on the other flap, I'm thinking about this. Okay. See, this is so gorgeous right here. Isn't this beautiful? I'm going to save this, this jelly print. It has some intuitive writing on it, which is really cool. I want to save this for like a cover of some sort. Or if I do a flap, this will just be the flap and we won't collage over it. It's just too beautiful. So I'm not going to use that, but it's in my mix here. All right, I got some. Okay, I want to pull out some of my coffee stained paper. It's not coffee stained, it's coffee stained, but it's Tim Holtz Distress Inks. All right, let's use this map. There's so much good stuff here. It's hard to know what to use. Okay. Love it. I wonder if I want to use that. No, I don't want to use that much of it. This is so yummy. This is a map that we stained, and I just love it. We're going to put that right there. Of course, we're not going to have that. I like all my edges to be like torn. And, ooh, this is gonna go over on this side. Let me rip this and rip. Look how beautiful that is. I like how it kind of melts into that, but then at the same time, it'd be kind of cool to do this, so you get that difference. And that looks really good meshed in. Okay. So we're just kind of mapping things out to see how we kind of want things. Love this. Isn't this just fabulous? Oh. Okay. And you're thinking, how do you get all these cool documents? This is nothing but Tim Holtz paper, you guys. Get a hold of some of Tim Holtz paper, or look in your stash. You probably have some. And he has so much stuff that looks like documents and maps and things like that. Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, I got a, for $5, I got a pack that big, this thick, full of just all maps. And that's where I got these maps from. So, or maybe I didn't. Anyway, I got a bunch of maps. It was like 500 different maps. It was really, very cool. Okay. That might go there, and this might go here. Okay, but I don't want it to cover up so much of that other stuff. So let's... We'll put this up here. Awesome. And we'll put this map here. Okay. And some music note paper. Okay. There's a need for this music note paper to go right here where all this white space is. Okay. And then put this on top of here. Maybe even maybe right up in the corner too. And then leave all that music note paper there. Yeah, fabulous. So you might do the same thing here. Put this music note paper in. It's such a good base for a lot of things to flow on top of it. See, there's no right or wrong answers. You're just constantly seeing what of these, all these beautiful old world, old wall looking pages, how they just all can fit together beautifully. I think I'm loving that. I don't know if I love this there. Well, I think I do. We'll leave it there for now, unless I want this map to be here. I like that map there. Okay. Then I have these labels, which I think are just so cool. These French labels. Aren't these fabulous? And I feel like I want a French label. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one out of here. The French labels, these are fabulous. I got them on Graphics Fairy. And just look under French labels and you will find them. And a bunch of other fabulousness. Oh, look how fabulous that looks like that. Love it. Okay, and then I need something right there, I feel like. So I might use one of these labels. And I don't normally like a straight edge like that, but I kind of feel like I want that. I love how that looks there. Maybe I'll just put this here. Yeah. Because I want to see some of this old wall here. To me, I call that old wall. Okay, this is how I feel like I'm going to lay everything out. That little white spot, it'll be gone. We'll put something there. But for right now, this is kind of how I like this to be laid out. Okay, so let me put all my other stuff away. And I also have some napkins and things like that. These are going to go on afterwards. These are all very see-through type of things. A napkin. This is some, believe it or not, wrapping paper that you get from Daiso. It's in between a tissue paper and a napkin, or like between a tissue paper and a dryer sheet. And they're so vintagey looking. This is some Tim Holtz paper. Some more napkin. I love that. So, and then I have some pieces that I might want to put on here as pictures. So we still have plenty of stuff that we still want to do. This one, because I coffee dyed the paper beforehand, I don't feel like I need to cover up everything, because like, look how cool that coffee dye is right there. So that's a key too. If you want, before you get started, you can coffee dye your page, or you can use the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides, which I think you should do, and do that to your page before you get started. And so that if anything, any white shows through, you already have that whole thing. So, okay. So, let's put, you know what you can also do if you want to, I'm just going to put it to the side like that so I kind of remember what I want to do. If you really like it and you feel like you can't remember, you can always take a picture of it and then be able to remember what you did. Okay, so I have what I need right here. So let's go ahead and get our glue stick out and start gluing. Two glue sticks I use that I love is this glue stick right here is fabulous. Avery. I got these at Dollar Tree when they have the back to school, but they didn't have them this year. But I did pick a couple of them up the year before. The other one that seems to be really nice is this Fine Touch glue stick. And I know what people are going to say. Don't you want to get, there's that one glue that everybody uses. I just haven't been able to get my hands on it. I just haven't ordered it. So Yoo-hoo or Yoho, whatever it is. So I'll eventually probably get that glue stick also. Okay, let me just see. Okay. I know I'm working a little bit far out, but this is a really big book and I want you guys to be able to see everything. Okay, you know what? We're just going to put this to the side here. I know what I want to do. I'm probably going to put a magazine right here so I can use it as a glue surface. I'm looking for a magazine. I usually have them right here beside me. Where the heck is one at? Okay, that's kind of crazy. I always have a magazine right here. I might have to get up and go get one. All right, let's just glue this down for right now. I'm gonna go get a magazine. I like to use a magazine because as soon as you turn the page, you have a fresh page to use as a glue surface. That's what I do. Okay, let's really make sure we got our edges good. And this is new for me, using a glue stick. I always use, you guys know I always use decoupage medium to do this kind of work. Which I'm going to probably use some decoupage sometimes also. But I love this thing of using the glue stick. It keeps everything a lot flatter. So we'll see how it goes. But when I use my, when I do the napkins, I'll definitely have to use my decoupage medium. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of cutting this off at the bottom, I'm going to just turn my page and just glue this right up. And this can be the start of another page, and it'll have something on it. Cool, huh? There we go. All right, let me go grab a magazine, you guys, really quickly. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to put my little glue book right here, just a magazine, so that can be my surface. Ooh, sorry about my chair. All right, just making sure you guys are seeing everything. Okay, what am I doing? Next! What is next? Where's the paper that was right here? Was it this that I wanted to? Yeah, it was this. And also, when I'm doing these mixed media junk journals, also I will incorporate my girls that I like to draw. Or if you draw and you want to incorporate your girls and use these as backgrounds, you can do that too. If you have a stamp of a girl that you really love, or whatever it is, you can use that as a focal point on the page also. So what's cool about this is you're not limited at all. So if you have a stamp that you want to color up and put her and use this as the background, you can do that. If you have drawings that you like to draw, if it's an animal, if it's your girls, whatever it is, you can do that. If it's a picture out of a magazine of something you really love, you can glue that on top and put that into this collage also. So this is what I'm loving about it. Mixed media junk journaling. I think it's everything. You're getting your cake and you're eating it too. Wait, what is that? You're getting your dessert, not your cake. You're getting your dessert. What is that? You're getting your cake and eating it too? Okay, whatever the saying is, that's what's happening here. You can mix anything in there. You can add stamping to this. You could add foiling to this. You could add intuitive writing. You could add marks. You can add, I mean, all your stuff that you do in mixed media, you can do all that. But on top of it, now you also get to have flips and flaps. You get to have pockets, tags. I'm going to use different little fabrics in here, especially as pockets. There's going to be a whole bunch of fun stuff. So, what was I doing with this? Just a second. Almost forgot what the hell I did with this. How did I know some of you guys are yelling at, you had it like this. And what a lot of these videos are going to be is me working you guys working right along with me, and maybe doing some of this mixed media junk journaling right alongside of me. And I'm making decisions live with you guys, as you can see. So I'm going to work very organically and very fluid, which I normally don't do. I usually always know exactly what I'm going to do before I get started. I've already worked it out, but I am going to, this kind of mixed media junk journaling really calls for working organically. The only thing I pre-do before I get on here is I choose the different elements that I want to use. I do want to do that a little bit in advance, only because, you know, it is a video. People don't want to hear all day while you're hemming and hawing. So do that hemming and hawing that intensely when you're trying to make decisions like that. You can do that off camera. No need to put you guys through all that. Okay. Now this page is really, really thick, and when the pages are this thick, I don't want to use the glue stick. And the reason this is thick, this is the Tim Holtz paper, and it's his cardstock. So if I'm going to use cardstock, I like to use Eileen's Tacky. So, just a second. I need a little pokey tool. I had one sitting right here. I'll create myself another one. All right. Just using paper clip as a pokey tool. And I can tell I haven't been using Eileen's very often, because usually what I have is oh, I do have it. I usually have an Eileen's ready to go, like this. And I do it upside down, so I did have one ready to go. Awesome. If you have it down like that, then you can just pull it out, unless you need to unclog it. Let's see if we need to unclog it. Yep, we do. But at least the glue is at the bottom, because this is a really thick glue, Eileen's Tacky. So that's how I like to store it. Upside down. Okay, perfect. Make sure you guys are seeing this. Yep, you are. I'll be getting out my glue brush. And my glue brush is nothing but a brush that's dedicated to glue, for the most part. It's dedicated to glue and gesso. Alright, where is it? I have two of them that I like to use. I need to get a couple more because these are getting really stiff. So when you're going to collage down like cardstock, thick paper, or a really thick magazine piece, I would use Eileen's Tacky. Robin McClendon, she likes to use Fabri-Tac. I guess there's less water in that, so you get less bubbling. That's something I'd like to talk about. I do not care, for my art, I don't care about bubbling. I actually celebrate, if I get any bubbling in my work, I celebrate it. I like bubbles. I think it adds to the work. It makes it look more vintage. It makes it look, I just like it. So if I have a napkin and I'm doing some napkin in my work, I don't worry about the wrinkles. I like it. So I'm all good with the wrinkles. All right, now this right here is just paper. So let me just put that in my glue thing, so I can go ahead and use my glue stick to glue this down. Put that there, and then, you know what, we need to rip this kind of, there we go. There we go. Okay. I just get so much happiness, so much satisfaction from gluing paper down. Collaging, I've always told you guys, is my favorite thing to do. I love collage. And especially when I've made my own papers, or I've taken papers and I've aged them, or I've jelly printed papers and in my own papers, or I've taken other paper that I have and I've aged it. Love it. Just absolutely love the whole thing. Okay, so that is on that page. This is all glued down. And we got other stuff that's going to go on top of here also. Look how cool that looks. Doesn't that just look so cool? Love it. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. I love the little bits hanging off like this here. I'm good with it. Okay, so turn this page here. Okay, so let me turn this. All right, so let me get us in. Make sure I'm in good frame here so we can work on this page right here. Okay, so you guys can see that page. Good. Okay. All right, so now we need to do this page. Remember, we had this whole thing. We're going to glue it down. And I think it's just fabulous to glue this whole thing down. Okay. So we're going to take our glue stick and start getting it glued up. And the thing about using a glue stick, it dries so much faster than always using the decoupage medium or the Eileen's tacky, that you can keep going. When you use so much of the decoupage medium, it gets so wet, eventually you have to just stop and let it dry. This, you can just keep going and going and going. And then just use the decoupage medium or the Eileen's when you need to. Oh, and I didn't tell you, you get, there we go. Like here, I'm getting some wrinkles, and I'm going to embrace the wrinkles and glue it down wrinkly. Look how cool that looks. Love it. And then there's some stuff on the, oh, I don't want to do that because I already have a design there. Okay, we'll rip it off after it dries. I might rip it off in a second. This glue stick right here, it's it says fine. It's a Master's Touch. It's fine, not Master's Touch. It's Fine Touch, and you get it in the fine art section at Hobby Lobby. Which is probably why it works pretty good, because it's in the fine art section at Hobby Lobby. They have a whole brand of stuff that says fine art on it. Okay, this right here is little bits that were on the bottom there, and I'm just tearing them off and just adding them back right on top of this, which I think could be really cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's just make sure this is glued down well. We got some wrinkles going, and I love the wrinkles. I think it just really adds to the whole old world, vintage, old door look. So, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't like wrinkles, don't have wrinkles in your work. Make sure that everything's perfectly smooth. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong answer here with any of this stuff. We're going to put this, I think, right here. Is that what I did? I don't know what I did, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to tear it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. All right. And all these pieces we're saving. So make sure you save all those and put them in something right next to you so we can save them to make stamps. I learned the technique from Robin McClendon on how to make stamps, and when I see how she made them, I'm like, yes. Also, we're going to make washi tape the same way, and we'll make washi tape also on the Gelli plate. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. If you make your own washi tape and you make your own stamps, it'll go with your artwork. All the work you're doing, it'll just go along perfectly with it. Because this type of work, a lot of times you're not going to find stamps or washi or any of that stuff to match what you're doing. And I keep a baby wipe by me just to keep my hands kind of, in case they don't get too sticky. Okay, just rip that off the bottom, and we will save that for stamp making. Also for washi tape. We'll make washi tape out of that too. Okay, so what else do we have going on here? I think I might put we'll put that there. But I don't want this edge to be on here. And I'm not totally, you know, concerned that I'm not doing it exactly how we planned it. Doing this kind of work will teach you not to be so rigid too. So if you can't remember exactly how you had it, but you like the new way, go with the new way. You don't have to do it exactly how you planned it. One thing I do like to make sure I do is not get my pieces right in the gut here, because your book's not going to close right. So make sure you get close, but not right in the gut, because you can go back and take some Tim Holtz Distress inks. You could take some any ink or watered down paint or watercolor and go ahead and stain that center down there. If you leave it white, which I will do. Well, let's turn that sticky page. Okay. Beautiful. That looks good. We're going to do this at the bottom. Again, this is that really thick Tim Holtz paper that I stained. It looks like a document. Look how cool that looks, like a ledger. Love it. But we need to use the Eileen's Tacky to get this down. Eileen's Tacky, you can always pick up this one right here for $1 at Dollar Tree, which is a good deal. And if you get that size, it's a good traveling size too. The biggest thing, it's only $1. It's at Dollar Tree, and you're there anyway, most of us, so you can just pick it up there without having to go to the craft store. I always keep 5 or 6 bottles on hand because I use it all the time, and I don't ever want to run out, so I constantly replace it. And I always say this, no glue is better than any other glue. I really don't think so. I really believe that. What's the best glue? The glue that's good for the job. You know what I'm saying? So for this, the Eileen's Tacky was what I needed to use, right? Whatever the right glue is. I love hot glue. If it's the right glue, if what you're doing needs to be hot glued, it needs to be hot glued. So that's how I feel about it. sometimes you need to use double stick tape. We'll be using some of that. We'll be using some hot glue too, I'm sure, when we glue in pockets with fabric. Hot glue with fabric and paper is beautiful. It tacks it down. It's hard to get paper off of fabric, so hot glue will be perfect. So okay, let me see about these two right here, what I want to do. It's gonna go there, and this is gonna go like right there. Okay. So this is what I love about using a magazine, because you can just you just turn the page and you got a fresh glue surface, and you don't get glue everywhere. Even though I have a glass mat below me, which I love to throw paint on because I can just wipe the paint right off. I can wipe the glue off my glass mat too. It just takes, you know, some more doing. So that's one thing I still don't like to put on my glass mat is glue. I'm gonna do it like that. And one thing when I'm doing these mixed media junk journals, I'm not going to be in a rush to finish a page. I'm going to take the time it needs to finish that page. So we can sit and have fun and enjoy the process and not be stressed and worried about, oh, I got to get this page finished. It's not about that. It's about just enjoying the process and enjoying doing that work at the time. Oh, I just love how this page turned out. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Absolutely beautiful. Let's look at the both pages together. Let me move my glue page thing over here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. And I was almost going to put something over this, but I really like the music note paper with all these colors that are all meshed in. I think it's gorgeous. This white right here, like I said, we'll take some Timos Distress ink, or we'll take any type of ink. Even Jane Davenport's inks. I have some of those. I have all kinds. Like her incredible inks, these, whatever. And we'll drizzle it in through here and make sure that that's kind of, you know, there's no white thing down the center. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay. The next thing we want to do is, remember we still have this flap that we're going to add, this flip. So we need to decoupage this flip. How did I have this? Just a second. Let's see how I want to do this. Okay, I'm loving this like this. So that's how we're going to do this. I may add a couple more things to it, we'll see. But anyway, glue stick. And sorry guys, I'm working over on the side with my glue surface over here, my magazine. So you may not be able to see me putting the glue on, so sorry about that. I'll tell you another good glue stick that I use that you can just go to the store and buy is by Elmer's. It's called a Sure Bond or something. It's like Elmer's Glue's most expensive glue stick. It's not just a school glue stick. It works really, really nice. I had it for a long time, but it finally dried out, and I replaced it with these two. But and the only reason I talk about that is just to, you know, the glue stick that everyone likes to use when they're doing this type of work that I always hear about. I think you have to order them. So you can order that and then be able to go to the store and buy a glue stick that works good. Or sometimes you just don't have time to wait for your glue stick and you're out of glue sticks. So you're like, okay, I need to know another one that works good. So I think that one by Elmer's I told you was good. I think it's called Sure Bond. Anyway, it's their most high-end expensive glue stick, not just a regular school glue stick. So which way? There's a right and wrong because the fountain pens. Oh, and this is a picture of fountain. This is I copied this onto cardstock. This originally was from a Sears catalog, and it's fountain pens. And I do calligraphy, so I love fountain pens. I love calligraphy. I love inks. So that's what this is. I just love it, and it's on a piece of cardstock. And then I Tim Holtz distressed it and all that. I didn't put this at the top before, but I think I'm going to right now. I love that. All right. All right, let's take that off of there. But it's important not to use those cheapy school ones when you get like 3 or 4 in a pack. Usually those are just usually not good glue sticks. Which I was surprised that this Avery was such a good glue stick from Dollar Tree. But it was, oh, and the reason I knew about it is because a girl had said it. She was doing some work like this, and she goes, believe it or not, this glue stick, this Avery glue stick at Dollar Tree is excellent. And only one comes in a pack. And I was like, oh, so I saw it at Dollar Tree, but they didn't have it there this last year when they had their back to school. I was looking for it. They said my Dollar Trees, they didn't have it. I was like, oh. This is from the Tim Holtz pad, which I love. It's just a calendar. And I just thought maybe this might look good at the bottom here. That does look good at the bottom. Love it. Okay, again, this is thick, so we're going to use the Eileen's Tacky on that. Does Eileen's Tacky, do they have a glue stick? Because if they do, I know that would be an excellent glue stick. Because Eileen's also makes like a fabric tack type of one for fabric. And it's excellent too, so. Get that glue off my hands. Oh, I love this. I love things looking like old walls, old doors, hieroglyphics, caves, all of that. And this is what this is looking like. I love it. I don't normally like straight edges, but I'm really liking this calendar on here as a straight edge. I think it looks cool. This needs to be glued down a little bit better. For some reason, that's coming up right there. All right. Okay, so now we have, this is our flap, so we got that, and that's looking awesome. I love it. And I'm leaving some of the spaces because it has some copy staining, and I like that copy staining. This looks so much like an old wall that's just been, over time, just aged out. And there was some script written into the wall from a long time ago. I love it. And that's going to be a flip, and that it's going to go on with this thing right here. These are hinges, and I'll show you how to make hinges. And you attach that right here, and we'll attach that with some double-sided tape, which you get this at Dollar Tree. You guys stock up on that. It's a great deal, and the stuff is great. And we'll do that. But before I do that, I will run this through some Tim Holtz oxides or distress inks or something, so age this up so it'll match everything. And then when you put that down, just like that, then you're able to just take this and flip this up. Okay? And then on here, we're going to put I don't know if this is going to show here, because we're going to put a pocket on here. So actually, this probably won't show, because I want to put a pocket on the inside of this flip. Yeah, this probably isn't going to show. I didn't even think about that, but that's fine. I should have put that maybe right here. But anyway, we're going to probably put a pocket, like a fabric pocket here, or a fabric pocket here, something like that. So, because we want to be able to fill and put a bunch of goodies in there, a bunch of tags and envelopes and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so this is where we're at here. Let me look at the time situation. Yeah, we've been working for an hour already, so this is probably good for today. Let me just make sure it's something that I remember I told you I have some napkins and different things over here that maybe I want to add some time pieces, like these napkins here. Love this. Yeah, we're going to add some time on here because I always add time. I love it. Let me put this glue book down somewhere. We don't need that. So this is a napkin. I got these a long time ago, I think at Tuesday Morning. I love them. I take a paintbrush and just wet it, and then I go around the area that I want to take out. So that's what I'm doing over here on the side. It makes like a little water perforated edge, so you take out just exactly what you want of the napkin. So we need to put some time in this whole thing. I love putting time in my work. I'm going to put that right there. Oh, is this the flip? Yeah, this is the flip page. You know what? We're going to use that. Let me get that magazine back out. Sorry, guys. We're going to put this extra page on top of this. So I'm going to go outside the area to get this on here. Let me see how I like using the glue stick. Yeah, perfect. A lot of times I like to use decoupage medium to put on my napkins because you put it on so easily. But you know what? Doing them with the glue stick does work good too. So, okay, so I put a piece of time on there. We still may get the decoupage medium out. This right here, this stuff is fabulous. Isn't that cool? Like I said, this is in between a napkin and you can just rip it. It's in between a napkin and a dryer sheet. It's really cool. And what's cool about it is you can see through it. So wherever you use it at, you'll be able to see what's below it. So you see, go see what's beneath it. I'm just trying to see if I want any of this on this page. Is it doing anything? Is it doing anything to do anything? Not really. I kind of like that there. All right, now I've never actually, I usually use decoupage to glue this down, so we're gonna see how this works with using the glue stick. Oh, this glue stick's almost gone. Glue stick's a goner. Do I have any other ones out right now? Okay, I gotta go to my little glue sticks stash, and yeah, this one is gone too. Okay, both my glue sticks are goners. So you know what? We're gonna go to our decoupage medium. I have some more glue sticks, but I'm not sure where they're at. I have them stashed all over my craft room, so you know what? There might be one right here. Just a second. Let me just see if there's one in here. Nope, I took it out of that one. Okay. No major. We'll just go to my decoupage medium. And we'll use that. But you know what, this they call it, when I got it at Daiso, they call it wrapping paper, which is really odd. But it glues down good with the glue stick, so you can go either way. And I make my own decoupage glue medium. I use Elmer's glue, a little bit of water to loosen it up, and then I add a flat acrylic spray paint, clear, and I put like 10 squirts, and I make a cup at a time, and then I stir that around. And what the matte clear spray paint does, it makes it like a matte medium. So when this dries, it dries matte. It doesn't dry all shiny. Also, you can do more stuff on top of it. That looks cool, like that. Okay, so this is done here. All right, let me see if I want to do anything else. Put that over there. All right, let me see if I want to do anything else to these pages here. Don't want to put anything here. I just said I loved the way that looked, but you know what? I love that. Okay. So. Okay. This is what I was talking about when you use the wet medium like this, though, is that, you know, if we were doing this the whole time, then you have to kind of like, you get to a point where it's just too wet. But when you do use the glue stick, you get to work over and over and over and over and over. So, but this is the last bit of what we're doing, so we're good. Okay. We're adding a little bit of this and a little bit of that, seeing if we want to. That's a little bit, a piece of that, what do you call it? Asian wrapping paper. I think it's weird calling it wrapping paper because, like I said, it's in between a napkin and a dryer sheet. It doesn't, I would have never wrapped but it's cool. It would actually be cool to wrap stuff in. But it'd be like wrapping it in tissue paper because you're going to see what, you know, people are going to see what the gift is. But what I like about it is it's also like a napkin because you can see the layers through it. So that's pretty cool. I have it with the brown writing, but I also have it with black too. Just seeing if I want to add a little bit of it here. No, here. A little bit right there would be cool. And that's why I like napkins, because it adds another layer, but you can see through it. So it adds even more soul or magic to the piece because now you can see more layers. And that's the beauty of collage, in my opinion. It's just seeing all these layers. Like when you're looking at going, God, how did they get that? How did they get that look? Most of it's layers. And then when I'm done with this, I'll be taking pictures of this too. So then this could actually be used as collage paper again, and it's something else. And I can rip it up, and then I'll make a collage, and then I'll take a picture of that, print that out, and I'll rip that up and use that in some more work. So you can use your own work to make more work. So it's like it's an endless, awesome process. I wanted to see if I wanted to put any of this in, because I've been wanting to do that, but I don't feel, no, I'm not feeling it. Let me put a timepiece in here on this, on these pages. Right, which I mean by that is the napkin. Where's that paintbrush? There it is. I think I want to put that there. Okay. Okay, so you can see I'm putting that time right there down at the bottom. Love it. And the sad thing about it is I'm at the end of my napkins. I mean, this isn't the last one I have, but I'm at the end of my napkins of these time ones with the clocks on them. And I don't know where else to buy them. I've looked them up on eBay or Amazon, and I haven't seen any more of these. If I would have known that I was going to love using these, I would have bought tons of them Tuesday morning when they had them. But when I went back, of course, they didn't have any more. And I live in Las Vegas, so when I go to Daiso, which is in California, that's the closest one to me, I have like probably 5 of each of these wrapping paper. Of this one, I have 5 of this one. I have 5 of this one, and I have 2 others too that I just didn't pull. And I buy so many because it's not here in Las Vegas. It's not like I can just go back, you know? So I had pulled this to see if this looks like it wants to go anywhere, but it doesn't. I love the way this looks here. Yeah, we're not going to be, we may put this on a tag. That could look really cool on a tag. So we might make a tag out of that. And the same thing with this. How cool that is. But it's not going to fit on this page. So we will probably make tags out of those, or put them on tags. Just looking to see if there's anything else that I want to put on here. This is some Tim Holtz paper. Isn't this cool? These, oh, that's what I wanted to maybe put on here with some roses. This is a rose out of a magazine. It's a magazine full of roses. It's fabulous. It's not a magazine, it's a book. Just see if I want this rose anywhere, or roses. These are some other roses from scrapbook paper that I love roses on torn up paper, or like a very old wall or old world look, and then you have roses. I love that look. So I'm just seeing if just trying to see if I want this rose here or not. And I'm feeling like I don't. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it fits. Neither one of these roses feels like it fits. This one feels like it fits more than the other one. Now, I would need to make this look a little more old. Probably use some stamps on it and also age it up a little bit if I was going to use this. All right, we're going to stop here. If I decide to use any flowers or a rose, we'll do it when we come back. I'm just looking at this flower right here. Just a second. This might be the magical rose right here. And I still need to age it up with a little distress action on it, like some Tim Holtz Distress ink or some type of inks, if I like it. Do I like this? You know what? I like this here. We're going to put this here, let it dry, and then I'll do some distressing on top of it. Fabulous. We got our flower in there. I know we could get it in somewhere. And actually, there's going to be a pocket here, so you'll see just a little bit of the flower, because I'm going to put a pocket here. I think it's going to be here, or the pocket will be down like this, probably here. So it's going to hide this beautiful thing here. Oh no, I'm not going to put a pocket on this page. Well, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see. We might leave these as collage and just put the pocket here on this page. That's probably what we're going to do. I may have a girl that I'm thinking about drawing, and this may be the background on this side. This page we'll leave alone. This page will be a flip, and there'll be pockets here. So we can put a bunch of goodies there. Tags and little booklets and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see how that all works out. Okay, but we're going to stop for now. Like I said, these are just going to be little sessions that you can just like work along with me, do your own thing, or work on your mixed media junk journal. Or just be inspired and get ideas. So, that is it for now, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, do something nice for someone today. And remember, my friends, we are more alike than we are not. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!